Hey, welcome back everyone. This is Sagar from UpDegree, and in this lecture we're going to start my favorite SQL injection. Now SQL injection is a very serious vulnerability which is even found in many websites. There is a online banking site called Altoro Mutual, and this has been developed by IBM for testing purposes, right? So when you search this, you can go on the website and you will find a real banking website. Now remember, this is for the testing purposes and you are free to test it, right? You can do anything with this website. It's just for the testing purposes. Now SQL injection, as the name suggests, it's all about injecting the SQL code, right? The structured query language. If you remember how a website works, there is always a database in the backend that is storing the information, right? That database speaks a language which is the SQL, right? Now, let's say on this sign-in page, there are these two fields, and these are some of the attack vectors. I will tell you these later. Let's say in these two fields, I add Sagar in the username and Bansal in the password. I say login. It will of course deny my login because my information is not in the database, right? You can see my information is not there in the database. That's why it fails. But what if I can use these fields to talk to the database and give him some manipulative commands that lets me in? Let me tell you one command that's very easy. There is the apostrophe and there is the minus minus, which is hyphen as well. Okay, now apostrophe means ignore whatever is there in your code. So let's say there is a, whatever there in your code before this a, and this hyphen or minus minus, it means ignore whatever there is after this a. So basically I'm saying that only focus on this statement which I am writing right now. Okay, and I say or 1 equal 1. Okay, I give it this command. Now this is a structured query language, and this command means ignore whatever there is in your code, check, okay, check 1 equal 1, which is always true because 1 is always equal to 1, right? Check that and ignore whatever there is in your code after my command, right? So let me just copy this thing. Let me say copy this thing, paste it right here. Let me try to log in. And if everything works fine, we log in as the first user, which is the admin user in this account. Do you understand how it happened? Let me go back, let me sign off, and let me explain you that thing. Okay, let's go and sign in. And this is the command, right? So password and this exactly same. I set the database that, see, in the database it should be that check username is equal to the username and check if password is equal to password. This should be the real world application, right? But I said that ignore whatever you are having in your code and only check if 1 is equal to 1. If it is, then approve me. And same as the password. So exactly it did whatever I wanted to do and it approved me. Now, why this vulnerability occurs? Because of the sanitation and validation, as we have been talking in all the things till now. The developer is not sanitizing or validating the inputs. Developer is trusting the user. He is trusting that user will enter username in this field. However, we are entering an SQL query. Now you don't need to learn SQL queries or this whole language because it's too time consuming, and there are tools which can be used to automate this process. One of those tools is SQL Map, and I will continue this series with SQL Map in the next lecture. Till then, have a great day.